What's going on YouTube? Here just for a quick update today, following on from our previous podcast that we did on SPACs. And today, what's the major headline we have of the day? It's another SPAC name, and it's the move is crazy, DWAC. This is Digital World Acquisition Corp. Shares are up huge. As I'm speaking, it's up around 350, 370%. So let's just delve into what has happened, why it's moving. So Digital World Acquisition Corp, they announced their IPO back on September the 8th. Well, they closed their IPO on September the 8th. And what they did, they raised $250 million by selling 25 million shares at $10 per unit, which is a pretty standard IPO process for a SPAC shell company. So they raised 250 million there, and then yesterday, the Trump organization, the Trump Media and Technology Group, announced that they're to go public through a merger agreement with this SPAC, DWAC, and what will result is a listed company in which a new social media company will be born called Truth Social. And Truth Social, according to Donald Trump, is to stand up to the tyranny of big tech. They live in a world where the Taliban has a huge presence on Twitter, yet your favorite American president has been silenced. This is unacceptable, and I'm excited to send out my first truth on Truth Social very soon. So this acquisition by DWAC, the merger with TMTG, which is Trump Media and Technology Group, was announced yesterday. And off the bat, we did see pretty big move yesterday. We went from 10, instantly spiked up to like 20 before we faded. And then after this morning, we got the regulatory PR that came out on the SEC and pretty much echoing the exact same press release that we got from TMTG yesterday. But this is just the filing. The deal is valued at $875 million enterprise value, and it includes a potential additional earnout of 825 million in additional shares for cumulative valuation of 1.7 billion, depending on the performance in the stock price post the business combination. So the SPAC, the Trump Media and Technology Group, will get $293 million from the SPAC, and they say they're going to use those funds to initially fund the Truth Social. So this is the news, and the reaction was huge. So right now we're trading at 46.40. So we've had a 367% rise in this SPAC. It went to a high of 52, as you can see over here. It was a huge move. This is pretty much the biggest move that I can recall and it sort of takes me back down to February, some of the way the SPACs were moving, but this is huge. And basically, we've seen it trending on all the websites. We've got StockTwits, #1 trending ticker. Reddit is trending as well. The day trading activity is immense. The retail participation is huge. They're calling the apes now the patriots. That's the new name. The patriots are getting into this stock, pushing it up. So remember, we had over here 25 million units were IPO'd. So let us look at what the volume that is traded today. It's according to Yahoo Finance. We have traded 445 million shares today. So let's do a quick calculation of that. That's 445 divided by 25. So we've traded 18 times the float. 18 times the float today, which pretty much explains these huge moves. I mean, there's a very low float grabbing extreme interest, and we're trading 18 times the float, and that's off 3:10 Eastern time. Now, still got another 50 minutes to go. So this SPAC, and bear in mind, there's no options available yet on this SPAC either. So the thing is, when options come into play, this is going to be it's going to be huge. The volume is going to come off the just go through the roof. So I mean, this is likely to keep on squeezing due to the low float and the huge interest. I feel like this is more of a statement move rather than more than anything else. You've got pretty much everyone who believes in the movement, or you could imagine everyone that believes in Trump's movement getting into this stock as the same way Carver Bank Corp and some of these other ones are like a proxy for headlines related to black equality. You're going to now have DWAC, which could be a proxy for any type of Trump-related far-right news, maybe. I don't know. But the thing is, having a massive move today, 370%. Trading volume is huge, 18 times the float, and currently trading at $47. We're trading 10 yesterday. It's an almost close to 400% move in the stock. So, I have not seen anything like this on a SPAC to date this quickly. So it'll be very interesting to see how it all goes, continues going forward. And I think obviously when options come into play, it'll be even more volatile. Plenty of opportunities. I cannot wait until there's some options to play, because I feel like there'll be some very good high implied volatility plays. Try to take advantage of the mass hysteria around this announcement, and hopefully make something good. Just to recap, like we had Tesla earnings yesterday. Tesla stock moving good, up about 3.5%. We got Intel, we got Snapchat after the close today. So lots of other earnings to keep focus on, but yet this SPAC steals the show today, trading up 360%. Well, that's enough for me today. So we'll come back soon with a further update at the end of the week from all the earnings, and we'll be speaking to Jason as well to analyze Tesla's earnings, Snapchat, Intel. We'll be going through it all, and speak to you then.